So there is a vehicle in Forza Horizon 4 that the second I saw this thing, I had to talk about it in a video, dude. It is from Top Gear, the Track-Tor. Now, one thing I laughed at right away is when I was doing a race, I saw this thing and I was like, wait, whoa, is that a tractor? Like, I legit thought I was tripping out, bro. I'm like, why am I racing a tractor? Am I using the right vehicle? Why is there a crazy tractor doing 100 miles an hour? And it turns out you literally can drive this thing, bro. And when I did end up finding the Top Gear story, I immediately played through it. And honestly, dude, I was not disappointed at all. This thing is so dang fun to drive. Now, one thing I did end up doing is I don't know if I should engine swap it, guys. I don't know what I'm doing in this game at the moment, okay? I'm still learning things. I pretty much upgraded it, maxed it out with the parts I could. I turboed it. It is plenty fast to do races. Obviously, it doesn't turn all that great. Maybe I have to tune it or something. Not really sure again, but I probably would say with a big tractor, the way this thing is set up, the big, gigantic rear tires, and then, the tiny front tires is, might not turn that great. And who would have thought that a tractor with really tiny front tires and gigantic rear tires would not turn that well? Huh, shocking, right? But when I was doing the tractor mission in the lovely Top Gear story, dude, I was driving this thing down the highway. I was like, am I really doing 120 miles an hour with this tractor right now? And a lot of people might be like, well, that's slow, Block. This thing is really slow. Like, it's not even quick. What's funny about it is even doing 100 miles an hour, this thing is still fun to drive, man. I don't know if maybe it's just the way that it's set up. Maybe it's a sense of speed. I don't know if it's like a little of both in there. Who knows? But I was going down the highway doing different races in this thing, dude. And honestly, I was like, no, it actually feels fine. Like, it is still fast, even though it might not be. This thing is obviously extreme off-road. And I don't know who would actually put a 5.7 liter, I think it was a Chevrolet motor, in a tractor and do whatever this is. But you know what? I'm all for it, bro. I might actually have to go back and watch the Top Gear episode on this thing, guys. Like, link the episode in the comments if you can, because I would love to go check it out. Maybe it's on YouTube or something like that, but I want to see why they actually did this, and they still managed to get a tractor with this setup to do 100-something miles an hour, bro. It's like, what? And I was going through and doing, like, different missions and different races with it, just kind of cruising around. I did end up driving this thing in the snow for a little bit in cockpit view, and it's just so funny, dude. Like, I'm cruising down the road in a tractor doing 100 miles an hour. In cockpit view, it surprisingly looks very good. I also kind of laughed, though, kind of driving down the road. You're like, oh, yeah, this makes a lot of sense. Is I have seen tractors and stuff on the road where I live. They kind of just, like, go, like from their farm down to, like, a different area or something like that. And they're probably doing maybe 15 miles an hour, if that, maybe even less. And then you see something like the tractor. Somebody, like, legit looked at this thing and they were like, dude, you know what we should do? We should put a V8 in a tractor. What could go wrong? And guess what? Nothing. It's just going to be way too fast and make absolutely no sense whatsoever. That was something I really loved about this thing. And one thing I was thinking about with this is I wonder what crazy vehicles we might end up seeing in Forza Horizon 6, man. Like, I do understand Forza Horizon 5 has a few as well. And I'd even probably guess that Forza Horizon 3 is probably similar, having some unique vehicles. So it really does make me wonder what 6 will end up having. And what do you guys think? Like, we did end up seeing the Top Gear tractor in 4, so I really wonder if we might see some crazy stuff in 6. Honestly, I guess we'll have to find out. And seeing a racing tractor always probably throws you off. But it's a racing game, man. You gotta have some unique stuff in there. And what's funny is I was like, alright, well, the tractor probably looks cool, but it's most likely awful. Like, don't get me wrong, I am having issues turning and stuff like that, but I probably have to tune it. Either way, though, this thing is still plenty fast to race. I was doing plenty of races on highly skilled and stuff like that. I was winning them, no issues. It is plenty fast, guys, with the upgrades I have in it. It's quick on a straightaway. It jumps really well. And it's honestly just hilarious. Like, I'm racing trophy trucks and other things and, like, off-road vehicles in a tractor. And it's just something I never actually thought was in this game, dude. Now, if you're a new player, like a brand new player in this game, you probably think just like I am. You'd be racing going, wait, why am I racing a tractor, bro? That thing don't belong in here. And you're racing like a Arctic truck or something like that, or a trophy truck, and go, am I really getting beat by a tractor? And guess what? You literally would be getting beat by a tractor. It's kind of hilarious, dude. I love the uniqueness of it. I love how they're, like, trying to add different vehicles into these games. And being a brand new Forza Horizon 4 player and just going through the entire series, bro, just cruising around in this, they're doing races in it. It really does hit you in the aspect of, yeah, this game does feel unique. It will end up making you go, dang, this is pretty crazy. Like, just having a nighttime cruise in the tractor or something. It just sounds so weird saying that out loud, bro. Like, you think you'd be playing Grand Theft Auto or something, but no, we have this thing in Forza, which is absolutely wild. I do understand why this thing's not in 5 is we all probably do know the licensing and stuff with Top Gear most likely doesn't carry over. It was with this game, so they probably can't bring these vehicles over to the next game. But man, dude, seeing unique vehicles like this in racing games, I honestly think a lot of this would be really cool and also really entertaining. The fact that this was also a real build probably does add on to that, though. Like, they didn't just add like a random custom-built Microsoft tractor. You know what I'm saying? No, bro, this is literally a tractor that people were like, you know what? Let's build this, let's actually race it, and here we are. It's literally real, which is just absolutely insane. One thing I do admit, though, is if you guys were wondering about how this thing would be in races again, I gotta admit, try it out if you haven't. You know, if you're new to Forza Horizon 4, you're thinking about getting this game, unlock this thing and race it in some events, dude. It is honestly really fun, bro. I'm a brand new player, and I have been doing different off-road events, literally only driving the tractor, at least when the game is allowing me to, but with us now being in spring, at least, you know, finally, after when I was recording this, we're then going to move to autumn. But at least a lot of the events are allowing me to race the tractor, so I have been using it. I pretty much win most of the events on highly skilled. Some of them I have to restart because it's kind of hard to corner a tractor around like a really tight corner at like 100 miles an hour. Yeah, it doesn't really work, bro. You'll just fly right into the wall, or the front will just lock up and just fly into it. So you have to use something called your brakes. Who would have thought? What are those, players? We have brakes. I love doing PvP and stuff in some of these games. Everyone just crashes into the wall. Imagine like 10 tractors just crashing like that, bro. That would make a lot of sense. But either way, though, I didn't want to bore y'all and just like talk for 15 minutes about the tractor because honestly, I probably could do that, but I really don't see a reason to, dude. Being a first-time Forza player, man, I really had a great time driving this tractor, racing it around. I might end up putting in the other, I think it's a 7.2 liter. I might end up putting that thing in this tractor and seeing how it does. I bet you it's probably faster, probably has like 1,000 horsepower or something. I might end up having to do that, probably be even faster top speed and overall acceleration and stuff. Really is hilarious, and one thing I do love about Forza, man, is the fact that you look at something like this tractor and you can still add customization options, which what I mean by that is upgrade options. You can't put like a splitter on the front and a bigger wing. That would look ridiculous. You can change the wheels on it, which is still cool, but at least I can upgrade it, add different things, engine swap it, make it even quicker, probably add like a crazy like tuning build to it, and boom, you have a tractor that turns, bro, in a racing game. Like, how can you not enjoy it? Do let me know what y'all think about the Track-Tor in the comments below. So far, I am loving this thing, and I will definitely have to experiment more with it with some different builds and different tunes, and see how this thing really can race even to its fullest potential.